Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome to the next episode of The Haunting Hour Season 1. Last episode we watched Best Friend Forever. It basically involved Nolan Gould's character who really wanted a pet, and through the science experiment at school he ended up creating a zombie and trying to keep them as a pet, and the tables were eventually turned when he was kept as a pet in the zombie's lair place. I edited that episode recently and I still feel like it's a pretty weak episode for me overall. It's got some really funny characters and moments, so I really enjoy the relationship between the teacher and that girl in the class, because she's clearly done with her crap, but she's a lot to handle. And also I really liked the boy who he was trying to beat at the science fair. There's some really good characters and some funny moments, but I just didn't enjoy the zombie storyline particularly. I felt it was very cheesy, and normally with like R.L. Stine stuff, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Goosebumps. I know R.L. Stine didn't do Are You Afraid of the Dark, I'm just saying these various things. There's often wacky, zany ones, but there's very rarely ones that go for comedy. Sometimes they do now and again, and sometimes it works, but in this instance for me, on the most part, it just really missed the mark. But I'm excited to find out what you guys think when I upload it onto YouTube. This episode is called Black Mask. So from that title, I'm thinking maybe there's a shop that sells masks. Someone buys a black mask, puts it on, and stuff goes wrong, or they turn evil or something. Now, it's R.L. Stine. I'm talking about a mask shop and a mask that they put on that makes them evil. I'm obviously referencing The Haunted Mask, which is one of the best Goosebumps stories. If you don't know it, go watch the episode or go read the book. It's brilliant. So maybe it's a similar sort of thing, because let's be honest, R.L. Stine does tend to recycle a lot of storylines, and I don't know how much input he's had in this TV show. Obviously, you guys have helped me out with some episodes are based on short stories, some episodes are not particularly spongy. You've been really informative in the comments, and it's been really cool. So I'm excited to see what this one's about. If you enjoy the video, guys, please let me know down below in the comments what you think, and subscribe for the rest of Series 1. I should say Series 3. The rest of Series 1 of The Haunting Hour. And there's a Patreon link down below if you want to help support the channel. Let's jump into the episode Black Mask and see if it's as close to The Haunted Mask as I feel, or if it's going to be way off the mark, which probably would be. It's going to be. Let's go. Are they breaking?
Maybe we shouldn't be here.
The house has been empty since Lady died. No one's gonna care if we look around.
Oh yeah, then why do you have Rob on lookout?
Exactly. Something to do.
Because you know it's illegal.
Outside.
No, not. How would you open that? Ah, so you do use your library card.
Maybe this lady left a mask somewhere that's
See,
evil.
this house is over 100 years old. So it's going to be creepy.
Smells 100 years old.
It's been abandoned. It's probably musty as
The
hell.
lady lived here alone.
The amount of cobwebs. But
You want to know why? She was waiting for her dead husband.
You're supposed to be an explorer who vanished while away on an expedition.
seems like a nice house. I mean, I've only seen 2 rooms, but it's bigger than my house, that's for sure.
It's locked from the outside.
Yeah, that's never a
I'm
good
bored.
sign.
Can we go?
Not until we check this out.
Especially on a basement door. Like, why would you need that sort of lock on a basement? Unless you're trying to keep something hidden or trapped.
Check out all these cool old toys.
Old-fashioned clothes. Tons of them. Hey, look at
They're gonna be
this.
so dusty. Don't put them on.
Some kind of old board game.
Wow. This stuff's from all over the world.
Egyptian stuff. Is she like a collector of artifacts and things?
Am I très stylish?
Guys, I think that story about her husband was true. Because there's some stuff in here that you can't get from the mall.
True. Can I see
eBay? Shout out on eBay. Is it?
Whoa, that thing's weird.
It's cool looking.
Gives me the chills.
Want tried on? One size fits all.
Yeah, I prefer chic over creep. And that is
But what
so
does
last
it
century.
do?
Or the century before.
'Cause it's not like the mask in The Haunted Mask, because that's like a one that you pull down over your head. Oh.
Did you move that thing on?
So it lets him see into the past.
I saw something through the mask that's not here. But I think it was one.
Seemed like the past anyway.
You're not making any sense. Stupid mask,
Wait.
then
It's kind of spooky.
whatever. Those kids. Who are they? How did they?
So either it's the past, or like
you okay?
Super Specs, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
What's they wearing?
It's another dimension.
And the furniture? It looked like maybe 100 years ago. It's allowing us to look into the past.
Yep.
Let me see.
Wait, no, you know what?
Why not?
Better not. It'll totally wake you out.
No, let him have a look. So is it all centered around this game that they're playing? They look like the same actress. Is it that boy and girl look like the same people? Hello. The hell is that noise? That made me jump. Okay.
See, I don't think the mask is
Does he live there? Does he haunt the place?
Time traveling powers. It might show us who lived here long ago. Don't you want to see that?
No.
Well, I do.
Okay, so it appears to only work when you're in that actual basement or that house.
Well, did you see anything scary?
Your face.
I liked those two kids in the mask. Somehow I just know they were nice.
Because it's them two. I don't know what that means, but it's clearly them two. Like a past life, say alternate dimension.
I've been thinking a lot about those kids. Who they were, when they lived here. Why that scary guy you saw was hiding from them. I want to put the mask back on. Julie, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I really want to see those kids again.
So she said the guy was hiding from them. Were they scared of the kids? It seemed like he was hiding to, like, attack them. Calm down, princess.
They're dead.
Oh yeah. It was 100 years ago. Of course they're dead.
None of this makes any sense.
No.
Nothing fits.
What I want to know is why. Why would the mask let me see this horrible thing? I like those kids.
It was
I wanted to know more
you.
about them. That's it. The mask wants us to save those kids.
Wait, go back
How?
in time and make something not happen?
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
If we could warn them. Maybe
The mask isn't showing you to save
Someone
them
else.
because
That's impossible.
maybe
you broke in,
I
picked
think
the
what
mask.
Rob's saying is right. I mean, the mask showed us these visions for a reason. And if the mask has the power to show us the past, isn't it possible it has the power to help us change it?
But why? So you think by putting a note in that, and then put the mask on, they might see that note? Interesting idea. What's all this got to do with that dude that's upstairs? He's got the hammer. It's intriguing to know how all the pieces fit together. The hell was that? Was that guy? It's funny, like, because they keep putting on this mask for about 3 seconds and they're going,
I'm
ah!
tired of that freaky mask messing with us.
It didn't work.
Just keep it on for a few minutes.
didn't get our
See what's
note?
going on.
It's just a handyman.
Oh, that's the guy, right?
The Fury guy with the pointy tools. The one you saw through the mask? Yes, I'm sure.
Rob, That guy would have been here like 100 years ago. He couldn't still be alive.
Bill, look! Somebody
It's
bought the old
sold.
house.
So,
That means they're gonna be clearing everything out.
If there's a way to help those kids from the past, we've got to find it now.
don't change the past. I think unless these two are ghosts trying to save themselves from dying, I'm on board with it.
No, didn't work. We gotta
Other than
find
that,
some
don't
other
change
way
the
to
past.
send a message.
I gotta believe that what the mask showed us wasn't just random.
I wish the mask would just tell us how to go back in time.
Maybe it has.
Maybe it already has.
Me and this guy, I swear to God.
The desk was
Like
over
this.
there. Maybe if we can see it from their perspective.
What are you saying?
Maybe since the mask can show us the past, if we can reconstruct the past, the mask will somehow bring the past and the present together.
And that might
Doesn't
allow us to change the past.
It's worth a shot.
Why not?
Putting the cupboard in the right place just doesn't make any sense. But it's a kid show, I need to stop thinking so critically.
I'm here. What's this plan?
Hey, Rob, great, you came.
Bill? Julie? How does the room look? Is everything exactly the same? Yeah, but it's you.
Oh, so it wasn't in the past.
Kids are you.
It's all happening now. Now the ceiling's gonna crash down. Oh dear. And he's the handyman. It was showing him the future. Oh no.
Hey! What are you kids doing here? She's gonna blow! Get out of here! You kids get out! You could get killed!
No, it's you. You're the one who's gonna die. Move away. No!
Okay. Okay.
I wonder we cared about those kids so much.
Seems like they've saved him.
The mask wasn't showing us the past. It was showing us the future.
Hmm.
Let's go.
Twist.
Let's go.
Good twist.
You kids need to get out of here.
The future. The future.
Okay, that was a sudden ending. Okay, guys, that was my reaction to Series 1, Episode 13, Black Mask. And I've got to give the episode a bit of credit because it did surprise me right at the end there. So I was kind of right with some of my thoughts that the boy and the girl in the visions were clearly those two. So where I thought that meant that they died 100 years ago and they were haunting that house and they were bringing people there to help them kind of like recreate something or get a message back in the past to save them. That was obviously totally wrong. So what the mask was actually doing was showing them the future, and all the stuff they were seeing was it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, because the mask showed them that stuff, it then led that stuff to happen. But if it hadn't showed them that stuff, they would have been there. But if they'd never been there, that handyman guy would still have gone down to the basement and the boiler would have blown up, whatever, and the beam would have gone down and killed him. That's how I interpret it anyway, that whilst people might argue, well, if the mask never showed them all that weird stuff in the future, like the board game and them in the costumes, the outfits, whatever, then they never would have gone there and been there when the boiler exploded. But I guess they needed to be there to save the guy, which is pretty cool. Why did that random mask show them the future? We don't know. But the fact that this old lady seemed to have all these like different artifacts from different countries and different things in the basement, I guess she was like a collector of sorts, and this mask was maybe some sort of spiritual, mythical, legendary mask. I don't know, that just had these powers. Obviously it did have powers, and maybe that's why she had kept it, and it showed in the future. And the ending kind of hinted that the girl looked at it and was like, future, like she was going to keep the mask and maybe use it somehow to see the future. But then the question then becomes, how does the mask work? Because when they took the mask to that boy's bedroom, it didn't show them anything. It only showed them the future when they were in the basement of the house. Obviously, the whole point of it was to save the handyman guy. And if that's its purpose, then yeah, going, ooh, future, let's keep the mask and use it again. But you don't know that you necessarily can use it, because the mask obviously only shows you specific things. But overall, I was a little unsure about the episode at first. It seemed to be going quite slowly. Like, they were just talking a lot and going around the basement and going out and the back. And the visions were interesting, but it felt like there was a slow progress. But actually, towards the end, when all the pieces started to come together, I really enjoyed it. I liked the fact that it was giving you these little droplets of what was going to happen. You could see that the people in the visions were that boy and the girl, so that made you think, okay, so it's clearly them. Does that mean they were alive in the past? Is it a past life? I even thought it was another dimension at one point, like Tale of the Super Specs from You for the Dark, Season 1, Episode 6, I think. And so it started dropping all these little things to you for you to try and piece together the final twist. But I'm glad that I didn't guess it. Like, normally on twists on TV shows or things like Supernatural I'm watching at the moment, I guess a lot of the twists beforehand. And I don't like doing that because I enjoy being surprised. And I was surprised in this for when it all kind of clicked right at the end. That, oh no, it's showing them the future. It's all going to happen because they're all here, that sort of thing. And I enjoyed that. I thought it was a really good twist right at the end. Really made me appreciate the rest of the episode more because of all the things that it laid, or the foundations that it laid for that twist to become legit. Because sometimes twists in these TV shows can just be so out of the blue and out of the ballpark, especially with R.L. Stine. Like, I love R.L. Stine books and stuff, but sometimes the twists are really random and make no sense, but they're fun. Whereas a good twist to me is something that, if I go back and rewatch this episode now, I'll be able to see all the little seeds that it planted to show what was going to happen at the end. Yeah, that was good. I really enjoyed that. So that was Season 1, Episode 13, Black Mass. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. And as always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well. Take care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode, the twist. Did you guess the twist before it happened, or were you in the dark like I was? Yeah, I enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all soon for Episode 14 of Season 1 of The Haunting Hour. Bye, guys. Take care, and I'll see you all next week for the next reaction.